Kurt?
Deontae.
Charlie?
Hey Deontae, Coach Saban yesterday was talking about you kind of emerging as a leader. Have you found yourself trying to be more vocal this summer and stepping into that role?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like with my position, that's something I have to do. Seeing guys like Henry, Moody, seeing following their footsteps, it's a role I had to step into.
Steven?
Having a position coach like a Robert Barber coming in here, how has he and Kevin Steele really impacted the attitude of this defense?
They came in, high energy guys, talking about baller first. He great energy, great coach. He's very smart, so he's bringing some fire to the inside backers, man. Kevin Steele, everybody knows Kevin Steele. He's a great guy, hard worker, good coach. He's just trying to bring the little things, make the little things right, stuff like that.
Nick?
Yeah, morning, Kevin Steele. I mean, what kind of mentality is he emphasizing you guys to have on defense this year?
Really just the ball, generate more turnovers, which will lead to points. Really the same thing, but the little things. It's all about the little things, so that's what we're trying to work on.
Tony?
Nick Saban said that it was kind of hard for a defensive guy like Justin Jefferson to kind of pick up the defense quick as a transfer. What are you doing to kind of help him, and what have you seen from him in terms of grasping the defense?
Just a hard worker. It is a complex defense, but I feel like he's getting up with coach. He's doing all the things he need to do to, find that role, and he's grinding.
Charlie?
What have you seen from Jihad Campbell, just in terms of how he's improved and maybe kind of stepped into a leadership role as well?
Yeah, Jihad, he's a hard worker. He definitely made a big step from last year, but all the guys in the inside back room, we're all working, we're all grinding.
You had a tweet in the spring that was kind of hinting at you ready to be back on the field. Just kind of what was that recovery process like, and what does it feel like now to be healthy at the start of fall camp?
Yeah, it feels great. I had a little issue. I got it cleaned up and stuff. Had a great summer. I was just ready to get back out there, be with my guys, and get this thing started.
Nick?
David mentioned this yesterday, but what's the biggest difference for you when pads get on as opposed to just running through your dryer with helmets?
Wait, say that one more time.
What's the biggest difference when pads get on in practice and you guys able to hit a little bit?
It's more intensity, of course. The pads haven't got on yet, so I don't really know how this fall camp gonna go, but I'm ready for when they get on.
Nick?
You get to go against the O-line in practice. I mean, what have you seen or what stood out so far about this group and their mentality?
Yeah, they're definitely a dedicated group. They work hard as they can to, provide the support that they need to for the QB or lanes for the running back to run through. They're all working together, and that's what they need. We're going to battle every day of this camp, and we'll see what happens.
In the middle?
Coach Saban mentioned trying to emphasize more of a play-in, play-out mentality this season as opposed to focusing on results. How does that show up on the practice field?
Just playing play-by-play. Even if you make a mistake, just next play mentality and getting ready for the next play, really.
Lawson?
Obviously, you get to play alongside Will Anderson, his leadership and everything like that. How do you feel that Dallas Turner has kind of grown into that leadership role this year?
I feel like it's always been in Dallas, but Will was just the spotlight. But I feel like that's just something he's always had, so it's just his time now to do that.
Joe?
You mentioned Kevin Steele brings a focus to the little things. Can you elaborate on what some of those little things really are that he's having you guys focus on?
Penalties, really penalties the main thing we've been focusing on. Just make sure everybody doing their job and no minimum errors. So, that leads to points. That leads to points.
Tony?
Have you gotten to see much of Tyler Buckner's ability to pick up the offense, and what has he been like from what you've seen from the defensive perspective?
Camp is just getting started, really, so this one I'll be able to tell. But all the quarterbacks they're doing their job.
Steven?
As a kind of a young guy in the secondary, what do you like about Earl Middle's ability to be instinctive, find the ball, things like that? Oh, Earl Middle.
Okay, yeah, Earl, yeah, he comes to work every day. You know, he tries to do what he got to do to, you know, eventually step in that role. But I mean, all the DBs are working. Everybody's working really on the defense side of the ball, and we're just trying to see how this is going to go through camp.
Nick.
Yeah, one more Kevin Steele question. As far as the toughness he's instilling, what have you seen so far from that aspect?
You know, just playing. I mean, like the way he coaches, you know, the way he goes about the little things, you can just tell that it's going to be a tough defense, and we want to force turnovers.
Nick.
Coach mentioned he showed you guys some clutch moments from last season, a couple days ago, some good, some bad. What do you take away from that, and how can you learn from that this season?
Mainly the plays were last second plays, like 5 plays to lose the game or win the game, and that's just showing like every play matters, and you got to finish the game no matter what the score is or anything like that.
Anyone else?
Thanks for being here. Is there a little bit more hunger, a little bit more focus this year? I mean, you guys lost last year to LSU. You guys lost last year to Tennessee. You guys haven't won a national championship in some time. Is there a little bit more hunger, almost like that reverse rat poison inside the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's hungry, so everybody feel like they have a point to prove. We're not really too much worried about, you know, outcome or the natty or something like that. We're just trying to get better day by day and, you know, stay the course.
Thanks, Deontae.